This second half of the program will be focusing on one of the world's most dynamic yet under-leveraged economic engines, and that is tourism. With the global economy still recovering from the ripple effect of the pandemic, countries are now reimagining tourism not just as a leisure industry, but as a pillar of economic resilience and growth. Tourism once meant simply sightseeing, luxury hotels, and beach getaways. But today, it's evolving. Nations are investing in ecotourism, heritage experiences, and digital nomad programs to attract new waves of travelers and new streams of revenue.
From the highlands of Obudu Cattle Ranch in Cross River to the Yankari Games Reserve in Bauchi, tourism is being redefined as an engine of sustainable development. It's now directly linked with job creation, infrastructure upgrades, and cultural preservation. As countries rethink their tourism strategies, practitioners say the key is sustainability, inclusivity, and innovation. Because in a reimagined world, tourism is more than just travel. It's a path toward prosperity. For more on the hidden economic potentials in tourism, let's speak with the Commissioner for Information, Cross River State, Erasmus Ekwang. Nice to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's talk quickly about tourism. How do you intend to take advantage of tourism? So we're talking about internally generated revenue. So what are you repositioning for it to be another stream of generated income?
Yeah, thank you so very much. Yeah. Well, for us in Cross River State, tourism is just one of our main source of income. And for Cross River State, Calabar in particular, tourism has just been there since it's just a tourist state anyway. And then the biggest one that we get a lot from is the Carnival Calabar, and that has been in existence for about 20 years. At that point in time, a lot of people that gain employment, either trackers, whatever. And of course, tourism as it is, like in many countries, when you talk of like the Seychelles and the Fiji and all that, it's basically their source of IGR and how, it works. So for Cross River State, we run tourism as a country. It's very, very, it's important for us. I give you an instance. Last night, we're all here for, unveiling the theme of this year's tourism. And then you can see that it's, High Point was the first time in my life as a government official seeing the past governors, regardless of party affiliations, of Cross River State, coming together at Transcom Hilton to unveil this theme together. So that is how passionate it is for Cross River State.
Okay.
The Calabar Carnival is always a colorful event, but many believe that it has not lived up to its full potential in terms of being an economic and cultural powerhouse. Why does it seem like we're missing the bigger picture, and how can the state make this global event a real economic driver for Nigeria as a whole?
No, I think that's the perception. The awareness is totally different, because the Calabar Carnival remains the carnival with the longest route, about 12 kilometers. And at the same time, it's one of the best products sold out of Africa. The Calabar Carnival is one of the biggest street parties ever. So I think it's a very different impression. We had a slowdown during the COVID-19, where a lot of, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of restrictions for movement and all that. So the carnival was a big step down, but it grows by the day. As I speak to you, the theme for this year's carnival was actually unveiled yesterday. It was a very big occasion, selling to issues where we have foreign partners buying in. And by the time most of them comes in with the foreign currencies that would help localize our local naira, at the same time we use most of those currencies for export. So what I'm trying to say is that we have the likes of Arise IIPP, we have the likes of African Bank and others buying in, and a lot of other sponsors, into it. So for us in Cross River, it's a very big deal. The perception is wrong. We have the mountain race. Budu Cattle Ranch would have just been like one of the 8 wonders of the world. You understand? We have the mountain race, which His Excellency Senator Prince Basedudu has brought back. At the same time, a lot of other things. We have gospel artists coming in, Messi Chingu and a lot of. For Cross River State, Carnival is not just for us during December, but even the Easter period where we have the gospel carnival chosen by His Excellency. So we actually have A lot of business, a lot of jobs opportunities. Most edifices are being, repainted, reworked. Everywhere looks very colorful. So it adds so much to our IGR. And we're very comfortable. You are aware that Cross River State, even in the IGR sector, it's actually one of the lowest in Nigeria. So we're actually taking our minds off that and focusing on tourism, basically. And like this year is going to be a bomb. Like we're inviting everybody. If you're opportune to have some of your presenters at the event yesterday, you understand that we are not just taking tourism for just Cross River State and Calabar, but working on it as a country. So we're going to have a lot of partners already that have bought into even the carnival coming up this December.
Let's talk security and, how the state is able to manage, because there's going to be a lot of influx of people into the state as at that particular time. Yeah. We also know about the border areas having some kind of insecurity issues. How is the government stepping in to heighten security in the state, especially at times when you have all these carnivals and all of that?
Yeah, thank you so very much. Cross River State, if you Google now, you look at it now, it's one of the safest states in Nigeria. As I speak, just some few weeks back, His Excellency had, procured more than 100 vehicles for security outfits. We have a particular operational outfit that is the Joint Task Force. And they are in every nook and cranny of Cross River State. You wouldn't even hear a knockout in Cross River State. We are fully prepared. It's what we have been into for 20 years. And we have not recorded any crime scene or any death scene or any robbery scene during our carnivals. Our security are top notch. We use drones. There are a lot of things we use, which basically here I cannot just say it out, but we actually go through the crime hotspots. We fish out these criminals. Right now they don't come out to us, we go to them. And Cross River State, Calabar, during the carnival period, I think the criminals even see it as a time for them to rest. Because I believe even criminals come there, lodge in, and rest like normal human beings and go to parties with us. Okay. So it's actually seen like a time for, we are fully prepared for, if it's security, we are so prepared, because Cross River State, till any time now, remains the safest state in Nigeria.
Okay. For let's say maybe it's called Dirty December in Calabar, for instance. For an investor or somebody to want to travel from across the world into Calabar, there must be something. We've just talked about security. Yeah. Now, what is the state of the developments in and around Calabar? Because Calabar might not just be the center of attraction. Talking about the infrastructural development, is it something you're also working on to ensure that it meets what can make the people comfortable to say, okay, I'm comfortable when I come in for this?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Well, I would just say, not just being sycophantic, but I think the governor of Cross River State today actually came at the right time and God sent him, because we have other governors have done very well. None have done badly in my own, But Senator Prince Bassett actually came to rebet Cross River State. Infrastructures are either under strong renovation, total building, the government houses, the roads, traffic lights. During the NSAT, Calabar was totally destroyed. I am Commissioner for Information. As I speak right now, for decades, the Chronicle newspaper, where we actually, one of the best then in the Southeast, newspaper corporation, was totally now a den for thieves, where they keep faces, baby robbers, then in past administrations and all that. But as I speak to you, totally under renovation right now. The government houses, the library was totally out for decades, and it's under. So we have edifices that are really, Calabar is getting so bright. Everywhere the road, the streets, we have started hundreds of kilometers of road within and outside Calabar. And at the same time, I always post out an information where I appeal to residents who are capable to actually paint their houses during December. And at the same time, the government on its own make out some 20 million and to assist some hotels, maybe 2 million, 1 million to some hotels for them to just brighten, make it look very nice. So the tourists would actually be very impressed with the city called Calabar. The route itself, as it is, it's a round road, a 12 kilometer. It's one of the best routes ever. I said, it's not a straight route. It's a route that you go and return back to where you started. It's just how Calabar is. So when you get the drones, you get the drones from up. You see how beautiful the town is. So we do painting of houses, renovation and putting every aesthetics very, very clear during that December period. And for this December, this carnival runs street dry runs. We take it from somewhere around October, dry run 1, test run to see how it will look like. Dry run 2, test 2. And then the third one goes for the big carnival.
All right, a quick one. What's the government doing about industries like Tinapa and Calabar Pharmaceutical Company that once offered hope but are now shadows of themselves?
Okay, this administration actually came to consolidate on its former predecessors, yeah? Senator Prince Bassett did not come to actually talk of projects, big things or many things he wants to do. Why not going through the ones our taxpayers' money have gone down with, that have been moribund, right? So as I speak to you right now, we had been able to acquire back. It was with Ancom, the Tinapa. We had acquired it back. Our dancer farm, oil palms estate, we are tearing farm roads. You understand? And even for the pharmaceutical, we're actually getting everything back. But you know, it's just about 2 years. It's a gradual thing. He came, looked at infrastructure, put so much effort in it, doing all the roads, bringing all the solar lights, bringing out Calabar back to life, and at the same time, none of our assets in his administration will go out. All those that have been given out wrongly are being acquired back as I speak to you.
Right.
We have acquired the Tinapa, the dancer farms, we are going to the oil palms, we are acquiring all what belongs to Cross River State. And that is what His Excellency Senator Prince Bassett headed the two.
All right, Mr. Kwang, unfortunately, we've run out of time. I would have loved to discuss this, but I definitely look forward to coming to Calabar for the carnival.
No, definitely. On me, you're free. Just come. I'll take care of all your expenses.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, as you've seen, we now have an open invitation.
So we'll consider. We'll talk more with the government.
Of course. Well, that's it from us here in Abuja.